Got hits. That's all we got. Daka 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 daka. Daka daka. G'day, I'm Ash. Hope you're all doing fantastically well. This is War Thunder, and as you know, it has an ever-ending cycle of adding premium content to the game. Today, we're flying out in another premium aircraft. This one will set you back 400 golden birds, and it is a French fighter that happens to be in the Chinese tech tree. Moving on, if you want to get a 3% discount on anything, link in the description down below. And furthermore, we're nearly at 60,000 subscribers, so guys, I hate promoting my stuff. I don't do it nearly enough, as I should. Other content creators get away with it fair off more than I do. Chuck me a subscribe. Anyhow, this is the content for today. Because 33% of the Update Danger Zone is premium content, we decided to take this thing out for a spin. Now I've got this and a HE112 review to do, and then I'm basically done, unless you want me to cover the higher tier stuff, which, all honesty, I'm not particularly interested in. And it's kind of disappointing. The update to Disappointing Danger Zone, I don't even know if we've come up with a nickname for it yet, essentially brings out a nice chunk of content. But it feels empty for all of us air players, and certainly, even if there's only one hyped up vehicle, that being the F-14, everybody and their mother's dog has covered that thing, especially when it came out during the first week of the patch release. And as a content creator, I have no idea what to cover next. 33% of this patch was premium, and majority of the vehicles have already been either covered by other content creators, or they've been covered in such demand that people just don't want to watch any of that kind of content right now. Stuck between a rock and a hard place, really, because this is low tier. Guaranteed this video will probably only get around 3 to maybe 6,000 views minimum. It probably won't even do that, considering that, well, this is a Chinese aircraft, and it's French, and it's low tier, so that makes all the criteria for the impossible content. And it just makes me disappointed that we're not going to see World War I vehicles in-game anytime soon due to the conflict of interest when it comes to, well, vehicle degradation and material composition. Let's just say War Thunder's engine is not suited for World War I technology. Maybe on the tank side, I'm not entirely sure how it worked for aircraft, considering how flimsy they were, but suffice to say that this aircraft currently flies like a World War I bird. Just slightly faster. Anyhow, we've killed a Stuka, we've got a Kai-10, there's plenty of other aircraft which I'm going to try and avoid right now. I am webbing, I need to pull off the web at some point because my water is overheating, but again, it's just a matter of time. And we're pulling away specifically to distance ourselves just a little bit, so we'll talk about this machine in its, well, what is it good for? Essentially, it is a nose-mounted cannon, 20mm straight through the propeller and, well, prop assembly. So nose-mounted gun, pretty good. Only 60 rounds, so you have to be kind of careful. At 700 shots a minute. This Kai-10 comes in and, well, magically just crashes to his death. We've got two 7.5mm French machine guns as well mounted on the wings, and they provide extra Daka, but still only 600 rounds. You're kind of limited in ammunition here. But for the roll on the axis, particularly when it's aileron or rudder, it's quite responsive, so it's only really hampered by the shorter elevators and the impossible way, the obtrusive landing gear, which adds to more drag. Is that I-16 going to crash? No, but we're going to pull after him anyway. Essentially, you do have a turn radius that's rather tight and can fight early monoplanes. It's quite useful in a way when you're fighting HE100s and 112s and I-16s and 109Bs. But just get on your high horse and actually try and get moving. As you can see, the absolute clusterfuck that has encompassed itself here. There we go, nice kill there. Come on, easy, nice, stable, get a couple of kills, pull in, pull back out again, and just engage in the clusterfuck here. Means that you can actually do quite well, provided that you don't run out of ammunition. That is a key criteria here. Now, it is incredibly fragile. You take a hit to any part of this aircraft and you will either catch on fire or you will die. Particularly lucky to go head on with the HE100 there. He should have survived that, but alas, I got the better of him, and this thing turns worse than an I-15. Got hits. That's all we got. Daka 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 daka. Daka daka. Daka 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 daka. There's my ace. Going back to Airfield A. I should mention that this thing was recorded during a live stream. Stand up your fire, Webley! Honourable sir, on guard! And with that, we've reloaded our machine guns by landing, and we're chasing the last guy on the enemy team. It does happen to be a bit of a support fighter, but in this role we managed to get pretty lucky. Still, telescopic sight is rather awkward in simulator battles, doesn't necessarily work that well. Turning capacity is worse than other biplanes such as I-15s. And the 20mm cannon has only 60 rounds, which runs out incredibly quickly. You can't outclimb any of the fighters. You can outdive some of them, but again you'll get this warning, high maximum engine RPM, which means the propeller is actually spinning faster than what the hub is actually rated for. So you could have risk of your propeller shattering. The I-15 goes for a pass on the SPD, pulls directly up, and well, this is basically just a cakewalk right about now. Just spray and pray whichever direction you want to feel like going, and just hopefully that it hits. Again, French magic. There you go, there's an ace. A very shitty ace, mind you, because it didn't really feel like I did anything, especially in this French monoplane fighter. Now, it's a good aircraft, but again, this is low tier. Anything can happen, and as such, this vehicle is really just a collector's item if you want to start out down the Chinese air tree. And if you want to pick this aircraft up with 400 GE, then use my affiliate link in the description down below. Otherwise, that's it for today. Catch you next time. Bye-bye.